Hi, my name is Jazz or B, and this is my first vlog, I guess. Can we call it that? I would call it a log. It's my October log. So I filmed for the past 3 weeks, I think. 2 weeks? Damn, what's the date today? I filmed for the last 2 weeks. I'm taking you with me. There's some reading, some journaling, some other stuff. Enjoy.
Er will gerade wieder lospusten, da stockt Jonas der Atem. Decke schon wieder, sagt er leise. Und tatsächlich, da schreitet er aus dem Club im gut durchsichtigen Netzshirt mit für diese Uhrzeit erstaunlich wohl drapierten Haaren.
Hi, it's the first time I'm talking to you in this vlog, so let me talk about what I've been doing these days. So Saturday now, and on Thursday I was at a book reading from an author I admire. Mainly as a person I admire her, but I also have her books. So I've shown you footage of that. And I've been to a book signing of Anna Rosenwasser. She's a Swiss journalist, author, and politician, and influencer, so a lot of things. And I've been following her for a long time. For my birthday, my mom gifted me the second book by Anna Rosenwasser. I already have the first one. And my mom also gifted me that we would go to a book reading of hers, so an author's event. And a signing, obviously, and it was amazing. That happened on Thursday. It was everything I could have asked for. Anna is so charismatic, so funny, even though she talks about such serious subjects. So Anna writes feminist, queer lit, and it's amazing. She writes a lot about what she herself experiences in her life and what she sees, and how we can maybe also fight microaggressions, and how we can stand together and have hope together and be a community together and stand up for our rights and fight for our rights. So I really admired that. I really enjoyed her book reading. She has a really nice way with words. There's always some fun in it. There was a lot of laughter, although the subjects are all very tough that she's been talking about. So I really appreciated that she has a way to kind of make things that are very serious for all of us, that hurt a lot of people and a lot of women especially can relate to, and queers obviously. And she manages to tell it in a way that makes it feel a little lighter, makes it feel a little less horrible, and makes it digestible. So I really enjoyed that. My mom also loved the reading. My mom did not know her well before, and my mom bought her book as well. It was very fun. And yeah, we talked a lot about that thing. Like Anna moved moved us quite a bit. We had a lot of conversations about different things afterward. And and she's obviously signed my book. Now, my Herz version, my mom actually bought a signed copy back for my birthday. My birthday was in April. So this book was already signed. So I brought my other book of hers, which is her first book. And she signed it, this one here, and wrote a little something in it. And yeah, really exciting. So that happened on Thursday, and then I'll give you a little update what I've been reading. So I've finished The Eyes Are the Best Part. I finished it on Wednesday evening, I think. I'll talk about it in my wrap up. I liked the whole book. I did not really like the ending, but that's how it sometimes goes. And then I started reading Don't Let the Forest In. I really like this one so far. It's very creepy. So I'm listening to it as an audiobook. So the whole time while I'm listening, it reminds me of Where the Dark Stands Still by Amy Cornack, which I love for many different reasons. Just this, like, the wood is kind of alive and there's like a lot of like going on, and the roots and like just everything about it. It very much gives me the same vibes as Where the Dark Stands Still. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm really curious on where it's going because I feel it's not very clear yet. And then I also started reading on my e-reader. I started reading Greenteeth. This one I'm not yet far. I think I read one chapter and I've kind of been struggling to like get back to it and continue reading. I think I just have to get over myself and read for a bit. I might just do that like right now and just read for a bit to actually get into the story and get invested so I can continue the story. So that's my reading update. Catch you next time. There's nothing much happening other than that. been a little while since I last talked to you. I think 3 days, and I thought this could be a good moment to give you a little reading update. Ignore the lighting. I really need to talk to you. Oh my god. So I'm over halfway through Don't Let the Forest In. Oh my goodness, what a book. The most devastating things are happening in this book, and I'm like torn between rooting for their relationship versus constantly fearing that it will not end up well because it's a horror book. You know what I mean? Like everything is not going well, and then also there are kind of big feelings going on, and I'm really devastated. I'm really scared of where the book is going. I really hope they have a happy end. Like, I'm praying for that happy end. For the book as a whole, I think I already said last time, it's very much giving Where the Dark Stands Still vibes, not from the story, but from the energy the book is giving. So there's a lot of monsters, there's a lot of things in the forest, there's very vivid descriptions of like earth and mushrooms and the creatures that they see and feel. And for me, that's very reminiscent of Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Pornek. So there's that, do with that what you want. For the book, I wouldn't say it's creepy, but there are these horror elements. It's unclear who is actually all aware of what's going on and who isn't. And like, there's very interesting dynamics between the characters as well. There's not very healthy dynamics as well, especially between our main two people. I'm really enjoying this. I'm listening to it as an audiobook, so every time I'm cooking or I'm doing something, I'm just letting it play, and I'm very invested and I'm very curious where it's going. As for Greenteeth, I read about 100 pages. Yeah. Actually, I'm reading it on my e-reader, so it says 100 pages on my e-reader. I don't know how much that would be for a physical book, like 1/7 through the book, so that helps. And chapter 2 was not cozy at all. Like, it was devastating, but now I think we're getting into like the more gentle feels, the more like, oh yeah, adventure themed. It's kind of giving, what's it called? Yeah, it's kind of giving A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. Our witch kind of needs to conjure a big spell and she needs things for it. However, it's a bit more, it's very literal things this time. But yeah, so it's kind of the similar route of like conjuring up a spell and trying to find things and getting help along the way. And yeah, it's interesting. So our main character is a Jenny. A Jenny is some kind of mythical creature from the UK, if I get this correct from what I understand. She lives in England from what I can tell. And I have no clue what a Jenny looks like. There's no descriptions of the Jenny. All I know is she's thinner than a regular human woman, I guess. But I have no clue. And that she has a lot of teeth. She has a lot of teeth and they're green. But I don't know, like, is her face human-like? Like, what does she look like? Is she slimy? I have no clue. Does she have scales? No idea. She just lives in that water, in that pond, and yeah, she's actually quite cool. I'm very curious on where that book is going. I'm still trying to get into it because I'm not yet like completely invested, but I will just keep on reading. Tomorrow I have like 2 hours of downtime between my classes at university, and I will just lock in and read and see how far I get in these 2 hours. So yeah, other than that, today I've been playing games with my partner, as you saw. So my partner got a bunch of new games or 3 new games, but one of them is Roots, and they got a bunch of expansions for that game. And we've been playing. I've been losing, but my partner keeps on saying, oh, you're playing the hardest class to play. It's really not easy to win. And I'm like, yeah, but I really want to play this class because they're my personality. But yeah, so if you know Roots, maybe we can play someday. So that's what I've been up to. I've been doing some journaling. I really need to tidy up this desk. It is super chaotic. You saw I received a book today as well. That's kind of my life update. I also ordered the J.A.J. Minton book, so Discovery. I ordered it, but it said it takes 1 to 2 weeks to arrive to me because they don't have it in stock here, or they don't hold it in stock here. So they actually ordered it from a different country for me. I wonder from where? Maybe just from Germany or something. But yeah, so it will take a little while to arrive. I really hope it arrives in time for me to read it in October, but we will see. And yeah, that's kind of the update of my life, of what's going on. So I'm planning on finishing Don't Let the Forest In by Wednesday for sure. And I really want to finish Greenteeth till then as well. But we will see how that will go, because Greenteeth, I really need to sit down, lock in and read, but I'm not feeling this pull towards the book. Like when I read The Dispossessed, or even when I read The Eyes Are the Best Part, I just couldn't put the book down. I just always wanted to get back to the book. And with the Greenteeth, I'm kind of like, oh, I can also be on my phone. So kind of not having that grasp on me, but I really hope I can lock in and finish it, because if not, the book's gonna hold me hostage, and that's not good. Hi, coming to you with a little reading update. So, it's the next day, it's Tuesday, it's 10 p.m., it's dark, I should be going to bed. I'm about a bit more over halfway through Greenteeth. What can I say? It's an adventure. Very straightforward. Character A meets character B, they have a problem, they go off to solve that problem. Character C joins them, and then they're just going off on an adventure. So, I'm still not like super invested. Obviously I will finish reading it, but I'm not hooked as I am with other books. But that's okay, not all books need to blow you off your chair or whatever. I do have to say, there's a little personal issue I have with the book, is I really don't vibe with high fae, and there's like a whole thing with high fae in there. But I'm just there like, oh, okay. So yeah, no fairy courts for me, but if you like that, it's in Greenteeth, so maybe you can enjoy that. I feel it's gonna be a 3-star, nothing extremely exciting. I still don't know what Jenny looks like. I know she has green skin, and that if she is not glamored to be looking like a human, people do think she's a monster. So she's probably not looking as human as I thought. That's for my Greenteeth update. Then for Don't Let the Forest In, I was listening to it before when I was tidying up. I'm at like 7 hours, so I have 1 hour and a bit to go. Geez, I'm in like the last few pages if I was reading physically with my eyes, because I was eyeball reading, and I like it. Vibes are still the same. I think I really like forest core, I will call it. I really like eerie, creepy forest stuff. I like roots that become their own thing. I like things with antlers chasing you. I like moss and I like dirt and I just like the vibes. I like the description of the smell of the forest, the dampness of it. I really like that. That's probably also why I like Where the Dark Stands Still. So these give me the same vibes. So if you have forest book recommendations, please send them my way. I will read them because these two books now, I really enjoyed these vibes. Yeah, I'm almost done with the book. I'm still worried for the well-being of my boys. I'm glad they're like figuring shit out, like on like a personal level, but yeah, I'm still concerned. I really hope this has a happy ending. Please. Anyways, other than that, today I was at university 10 hours. I know. Yes, 10 hours. It was a long ass time. I have 2-hour lunch breaks on Tuesday if I have university. So I spend a lot of time reading Greenteeth. That's why I'm so far in the book now. I was at page 100 last night. I'm at page 400 today. So over 400, I think 430. So there's that one good thing about being at uni. And I also read in every break. Like I'm very extroverted, but break, I put on my headphones and I'll be reading. I'm not socializing. Yeah. And I try to tidy my desk. Is it just me or is it like every time I tidy my desk, I feel it just gets worse? Like it gets worse before it gets better. Right now it's like at a better state, but like I don't know where to put all this stuff on this desk. So I'm an avid journaler, as you can tell, and I have like all the washi tape on my desk. It's there because I don't have space to store it in my usual washi tape storage. Yeah, I should get like another box, but then also I shouldn't even be having that much washi tape. It's a problem. And then I also got photocard mail. You saw me store away some of my photo cards. This here. All photo cards that need to be put away. Now you might wonder, why are they there? Well, I don't have any slides to put in my binder. What does this say about me? It's a theme, right? That I just get more stuff, even though I don't have space to store it. Like, I really need to order these, like, sleeve thingies that I can put my photo cards in there. Yet here I am, with, like, 50 photo cards on my desk, buying more photo cards and joining more group orders for albums, just for the stack to get bigger. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a common theme. I also don't know where to put all that stuff. I already have 3 photo card binders. I will need a 4th one because there's no way I'm fitting all these photo cards in these binders. Yeah, it's a problem. But what can I do? I just have the collector thing. It's a problem. You can be happy you have not seen this side of my room. Yeah, you'll be shocked. Maybe one day I'll show you. Who knows? Anyways, that's my update. It's late. It's actually 10:30. So when I started, it was like 20 past. I lied about the time. It's 10:30. I should be going to bed. I have to get up at 6 something tomorrow. So yeah, I'll catch you later. Okay, hi. I'm here with an update. It's been 3 days, I think. Last time I talked to you was on Tuesday. I've been busy, but then I've also been very tired. Like on Wednesday, I slept all afternoon. On Thursday, I slept all afternoon. And today, I also slept. But I set myself an alarm because I really wanted to like film before the light goes out. But yeah. So I have updates. I finished Don't Let the Forest In and Greenteeth. I finished both of them. I finished Don't Let the Forest In on Wednesday, I think. Yeah. I told you I will finish it on Wednesday. I actually did finish on Wednesday and oh my god. It gave me like a Shutter Island moment there in like on its way to the ending. And I'm not sure if I like it's been 2 days and I still don't know what to think, but I had a feeling, tiny feeling that there was something going on in the way it was. I got it a little wrong, but I was like in the right direction. But still, it kind of totally spooked me at one point. I was cooking and then there was like a reveal and I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, okay, let's continue. I enjoyed that book. I'm not sure about the ending. What is it with horror books and the ending? What is it that I'm just not quite sure about? Anyways, then I finished Greenteeth. Also interesting last quarter, I would say. It stayed mid for me. At no point I was very invested, I gotta be honest. I read the whole book and it's a book. I don't think I'm the target audience. Also, for the cozy part, it's not that cozy. Like, it is, but there's very graphic things happening and very serious things happening. So it is not a cozy fantasy. I don't know why I was convinced it's a cozy fantasy. I don't know where that came from. It was in my head, like registered like that, but I can say I would not categorize it as cozy fantasy. There was a lot of mythology. So if you're into especially English or actually British as a whole, so also Scottish and Welsh mythology, you might really like this. I have a feeling. I'm not that invested, but I thought it was cool. I recognized some things, especially towards the end, that I used to like watch or see or hear about in my childhood. And yeah, so that's my update. And then I started reading, or more, I continued reading my Edgar Allan Poe. So I'm more than halfway through. I'm in the Rue Morgue, the murders in the Rue Morgue. I have like 10 pages left in that one. I really like the murders in the Rue Morgue. I like it better than The Fall of the House of Usher. But yeah, I'll definitely finish this today. Tomorrow I have a long train ride tomorrow. I don't know if I want to take the Bram Stoker with me or if I want to take something else with me or just listen to Gideon the Ninth as audiobook. I'll have to see how I do it, but I'll definitely finish that one within the next 24 hours, so not much to go. And then I got Bookmail, and I'm really excited about this Bookmail. I will open that and then get to you. I'm really excited about that. All right, so as you saw, I received Discovery by J.J. Minton. I'm very excited. So maybe I'll take this one with me. It's quite a chunky one, I'm not gonna lie. So I looked into it. I like how it's written. There's a lot of conversation and the chapters seem quite short. I like short chapters. Like, I know how long I have to go to finish my reading. Since I read a lot while I commute, that's very helpful to know. Oh, okay, it's 3 more pages. I can read that one still. And not, it's 20 pages. Do I start it? So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm scared because it plays on the water. I'm like, I feel it, but that's why I might actually read it next, because I think it could be really fun to read something that's actually spooking me a little bit. I got Discovery. I'm excited. I'm really curious. I know it's a trilogy. Yes, I'm starting another series. Yeah, another one. I do definitely have quite a bit of series that I'm in the middle of, but only the first book is out, so, you know. It's not like I bought all 3 and now I have to read all of them. It's only the first one. And yeah, I'll update you which one I will start reading. So either Bram Stoker, Gideon the Ninth, or Discovery. Or technically I could also just start Terry Pratchett on my e-reader. Also an option. But we'll see. That was it for my update today. I will catch you later. I'm coming to you with an update. So it's Tuesday now, which means the last time we spoke was on Sunday. Is that correct? No, on Friday. Oh my god. It's been a while. Okay, so I have some updates for you. So last time we spoke was Friday evening. Now it's Tuesday afternoon. I don't know. I just didn't have the time and energy to record, but now I'm fine. I really wanted to do well. There was still daylight. So reading wise, I finished both my Penguin Archive books. So I finished Hop Frog by Edgar Allan Poe, and I finished Burial of the Rats by Bram Stoker. I finished Hop Frog on Saturday, and I finished Burial of the Rats today. What can I say? Since I've read two classic authors back-to-back short story collections, what I can say is, personally, I prefer Poe, even though Poe writes more elaborate language. I would say Stoker is definitely more friendly to, like, if you struggle with like wordy text, Stoker definitely is more accessible than Poe. However, Poe's stories, oh my god, he really got me. I really enjoyed it. Maybe I can quickly tell you like my favorites from each of the books. So from Hop Frog, my favorite was Murders on the Walk. I really liked that one. And in Burial of the Rats, my favorite was The Judge's House. Both very creepy stories. I really liked the creepiness. It made me think like, what's going on with these people's minds? Like, why are they thinking these thoughts and writing them down? It's kind of crazy, you know, because you have to come up with these stories. Both are very descriptive. Poe is really descriptive. And I also found it interesting how they both had kind of parallels with like the animals. So in the Stoker's collection, there were rats multiple times. And in Poe's, there were orangutans multiple times. Kind of funny. So I finished those two. And then I started listening to Gideon the Ninth as an audiobook. I'm just listening while I'm cooking or journaling or whatever. So far, I'm not yet like super convinced. I think I'm like 17% in. The story's interesting. I'm not really sold on the characters. I guess that's the point. They're not supposed to be super likable. But personally, I was like, okay, interesting, but it's definitely not a bad book or story. So I think now that I'm almost 1/5 in, the story is like finally starting, which makes sense. I think most books start around that mark, but if the book is long, then obviously it takes long to get to that mark. That's the Gideon the Ninth update. And now maybe what's my plan for the rest of the month, since I've finished 2 physical books. The next one to read is Discovery. And I kid you not, I'm scared. I know I've said it multiple times, but I can't stress this enough that I'm scared of reading this story. Yesterday I had a nightmare that was with water and like water creatures. It was crazy. And then I told my partner, I'm already scared of this book. I already have nightmares before I even started reading it. And my partner joked that I've been scared of this book for almost a month now. And I said, yeah, every time I mention this book, I say, oh, I'm so scared of reading it. So yeah, I hope I will enjoy that one. As for this vlog, I'm planning on still for sure filming tomorrow a little bit. Tomorrow I go to my grandma, and I usually read to my grandma, so maybe I can show you a bit of that or what I'm reading to her. And then I probably will have to end it, so I have enough time to edit that it's gonna be uploaded next Monday. I've already edited a bunch of it, and it's already so long, so it's gonna be interesting. But I like long vlogs. I don't know how you are, but I really like these kinds of videos. So I'm my own target audience, I guess. Also, I cut my hair, as you can see. My hair is gone. That's the state how it should be, to be honest. I was just lazy with cutting it before. We cut it on Sunday night. That's 7mm is like what we usually go for. I've let it grow out a little bit ever since, I think the last time I cut it was in August. So it's been a while. So that's my update. So how you like me? My bald head. Not really bald, just short hair. I'll catch you probably in the outro, and I'll probably have a discovery update for you then. So, see you later. Oh, I have an H.P. Lovecraft quote here. Voilà. Die Rotweinleiche.
Ist interessant.
All right. It's the final day of this vlog. Today is Thursday. This video is going up on Monday. And I usually try to have my editing done on Friday. So, you know, I have to end it here. So let me give you a little update on what was going on. I started Discovery. Oof, here's the book. I started reading Discovery 2 days ago, and at the moment I'm on page 85 out of 445. What can I tell you? First of all, it is written very, very well. I am in this story. I have been sucked in. I like reading it. I do not like putting it away, so very, very good sign. The story, it's interesting. I'm very curious on how it will go because there's 5 acts, and between each acts are like diary entries of a person. Now, I finished Act 1 and I'm getting into the diary entries. I will read some of them today. And I really liked Act 1. I really liked the characters in Act 1. I'm curious if we will see them again. The story is basically this is one guy, Manny Di Martini. He is trying to do a big comeback in Hollywood, I think it is. Yeah, Hollywood comeback by diving into the Pacific Ocean, like off the coast of Tonga, to find a submarine that disappeared in 1945, I think. And, well, things don't go as well as planned. After the prologue, the book starts with our girl Nessa, who is a journalist, and what we know is that the entire crew of this vessel died, and Nessa and her team are basically trying to uncover what actually happened because they think the government is doing a bit of a hush job, you know what I mean? And it's really interesting. It's a really interesting narrative that it's kind of this post-event narrative. So we had like first contact event because it's cosmic horror, I guess, but it's very much sci-fi. The horror elements are there, but it's not supposed to spook you necessarily. It grossed me out quite a bit. And yeah, I'm really curious on where this book is going. It's really, this book is a chunker. You know, I'm on page 85. That's like 3 hours of reading almost. I don't know if I'm a fast reader, but the book, the pages are huge and very densely written, so I actually have like a slow page speed, and that's why it's taking me a while, but I'm currently trying to read in this book 1 hour a day. I still have to do my hour today, so after I'm done filming, I'll probably go do my hour, but that's the way I'm going about this, and I can read an hour a day because the story is captivating me like that. I can easily read an hour a day. So that's my Discovery update. You will hear my full review hopefully in my what I read in October, which should come 2 weeks after this video is released. So keep an eye out for that. Then other books I've been reading. So I'm 26% into Gideon the Ninth, and I'm 5% into Equal Rites. So I started Equal Rites yesterday, and I haven't continued yet, but that's kind of my train/bedtime read at the moment. It's cool. I think it's very humorous. I think the world is interesting. I'm very curious on where it's going. It's not that long of a book, so it's like an easy read. I have Discovery that's not very much an easy read, and Equal Rites is very much an easy read. And Gideon the Night, 26%, so over a quarter in. I still don't know where we're going, like if there's a bigger pop or if we're just following Gideon around as she does what she's doing. I mean, I like it, but I'm not hooked, I guess. Like Discovery definitely has me in a stronger grip than Gideon the Night. So do with that what you will. So other than that, I had mini footage of me at my grandma's. I just quickly want to talk about the book I read when I go to my grandma. So my grandma, she's 94 years old, and like half a year ago, a little bit more in April, I decided that I want to visit her more regularly because we have had a health scare. And I want to make sure to have meaningful moments because I didn't want bad things to happen. And then in my head, I'm like, damn, the last time I saw her was 3 months ago. So I go every other week. I go visit my grandma, usually on Wednesday mornings. And I read to her out of my short story collection usually. And currently I'm reading this book here. Diese Habsburger, it's called. I bought this book when I was in Vienna. There's always, I can show you, there's always like 1 page, 1 story, so it's very quick reads, and my grandma, she loves it. She finds it extremely funny. It's basically about the Habsburgs. It's facts, like strange facts about them, like strange habits they had, strange things they did, strange people among the Habsburgs. So my grandma is really enjoying that. Sometimes we read something and she was like, what? oh, which one was that? And then we get into a conversation about that. It's really fun, and just thought I'd tell you that that's what I'm reading. I still have a long way to go. I just only read it when I'm with her, so we just always read one page. I read it out loud to her, and then she always reacts and has a good time, so it's extremely worth it for me. And the goal is to read the whole book with her. I'll see how long it takes. And other than that, I will end this vlog here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time. It was a different type of filming for me. I had fun filming like things during the month, but I have to say it's a bit challenging for me as well, especially filming outside of the house. I feel like it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm probably gonna get used to it. And also, I just don't leave my house to do anything, to be honest. All my hobbies happen in these four walls and in the kitchen, basically. So it's difficult to... There's no activities happening, so there's that. But you got a lot of journaling. I hope you enjoyed the journaling. Like, journaling is like my main hobby, right, with reading. So I hope you enjoyed that. And without further ado, I will say like and subscribe and put on the notifications so you do not miss the next video. I try to upload every Monday, so you can also just come back in a week. Why don't you tell me what is your favorite activity to do in fall? Mine is staying at home as MB season, but you know, what is yours? Have a good one and see you next time.